Hey there, YouTube family. This is Take 5 with Nanette, where we spend a few moments looking at nuggets of information that actually have the potential to help us change, help us grow, and do that by changing our perspective and learning to, guess what? Think for a change. This morning, I had something really interesting happen. I had a dream last night, which those of you who know me know I actually dream quite frequently. And I believe that there's meaning to your dreams. And even if it just has to do with what you're filling your mind with and what you're taking in. So, I woke up and I was so happy and in such a good mood and so delighted with what I had dreamt about. So I dreamt about a teacher. He was actually one of my favorite teachers in all of my schooling, and it was at Mena High School in Mena, Arkansas, and he was our band director. His name was Paul Gray. Of course, we called him Mr. Gray. He has such a legacy at Mena High School, and there's a reason for it. There is a huge reason for his legacy. But what was interesting is in the dream, I was actually very much still in high school and experiencing in the dream who Mr. Gray was. And it was like I was reliving those feelings and those things that came up when I was part of his band. Mr. Gray was an incredibly interesting individual in the fact that he was quirky, but he knew what he wanted. He knew what his purpose was there as the band director. And yet he knew how, when it was time to work, you knew you needed to be serious about working. And there was no goofing off and no playing around and no, well, what's the word I'm looking for? No shenanigans. There you go. And yet there was a time for that. There was a time for being lighthearted and goofing around and having fun. And he liked to pick on me, but I don't think I was alone. I think there were a lot of other people that he lovingly picked on. I remember asking him one day, Mr. Gray, why do you pick on me so much? And he said, because you're so authentic and you just make it fun. What you see is what you get with you, Nanette. And I love that about you. I remember that had a huge impact on me. One of the things that, as I considered that during the day, one of the things that really kept floating through my mind is, am I good at setting the boundaries where they need to be set, but then enjoying life and letting people be comfortable to be who they are? It's okay for them to be who they are. I'm willing to work with who they are. Or is it always my goal to change them? Always my goal to look at what I think is wrong with them or what is not in alignment with me and change that? That's not my job. And how many times do we focus on that? So today I want to spend my time and I want to use it wisely, and I want to be about what I'm supposed to be about. And I want to give people space. I want to move over and give people space to be who they are. And I want to be willing to work with that. I don't want them to feel like if they're going to work with me and they don't agree with me or we're not on the same page, that literally they're feeling condemnation. I don't want that for me. So today I'm going to focus on being willing to make room for someone else, to allow them to be who they are, and to be willing to love them where they're at and work with them without a goal of needing them to be just like I am, believe just like I am, think just like I am. A lot of people call that tolerance, and they want you to be tolerant with them, but they're not willing to be tolerant with you. We don't want it to be that way. We want to be able to practice loving people where they're at and without condemnation, period. Have a great day. Think on that, and I'll see you next time.